Because this child has a right to education, similar to any other child in this school.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Primrose, and if you're interested in the story, please stick around. Please remember to subscribe, give the video a like and a share. Guys, remember that video that I gave you yesterday about a student, a 13-year-old pupil who was actually not allowed to come to school because of the dreadlocks in Midrand in that Christian school. Apparently, that school is not legal. It's not like registered, with the Department of Education. The Gauteng Department of Education says the school at the center of an assault of a parent by an official over a hair policy has been operating illegally. This after a video of an altercation between the mother of a 13-year-old girl who was barred from attending class at the Crowthorne Christian Academy in Midrand surfaced on social media on Monday. In the video, guys, we saw an grade 8 learner being forcefully removed from class for allegedly wearing hair extensions, which the school said were outlawed by the new hair policy, which means all along they had another policy that didn't let this. And it looks like after this child actually extended her hair, they amended this policy. On the video, the mother of the learner could be heard arguing that the dreadlocks were natural and not hair extensions. In the video, the mother is also seen interacting with a man who appears to be chasing the child away from a classroom. The woman tells the man not to touch her child. Moments later, the man can be seen aggressively pushing both learner and the mother out of the classroom. On the video, we also heard the student yelling, "You have no right, you have no right." Guys, that was like a very traumatizing moment for me. Police spokesperson Colonel Dimakazonovuhulu has confirmed that a case of common assault has been opened. Education spokesperson Stephen Mapona said the department was aware of the incident. It must be noted that this said school is illegally operating, and the learner was offered alternative schooling and counseling by the GDE, Gauteng Department of Education, who are assisting the school to comply and encourage all unregistered institutions to engage with the department for assistance with registration processes. This is of the child who shared altercation on X, previously known as Twitter, said the man who assaulted the girl and her mother is the principal's husband. Mrs. Tanya Boyson, the principal, said, "I'll not allow her back into the school unless her hair is shaved off." The conduct says nothing about dreadlocks. Guys, what are your thoughts? Because for me, guys, I want to believe that this was like neatly tied the way their rules are saying. It was like a ban according to what they always preach on their code of conduct. So I'm asking myself, how was that disturbing her and everything? Because if at all previously she used to have dress and she was still looking the same way, why can't they still just move on, instead of causing so much drama? And the cherry on top for me, it is operating illegally, guys. I'm like, honestly, what leads people to doing that? And if they're operating illegally, imagine, I understand the girl has been with the school since grade 3 until right now. She was on grade 8. And I ask myself, how can you be operating illegally for that long? And most probably it's even longer than that. What about those students that completed? What were they giving them at the end of the day? How were they being recognized that they were schooling some way? And I see a few comments, some people were actually like shaming the fighters for actually coming through for this woman and her family who actually called for help. And I'm like, guys, honestly, sometimes we just want to be, unnecessarily shaming in a way, because they were asked to come and help. It's not like they called themselves this time around. Sometimes, I know that they just go there by themselves. But this time around, they were called. What were they supposed to do? Ignore this woman that had such a big cry? Because for me, the most gripping thing for me was when the child was kind of like being thrown out with the mother. That's where I really kind of like, no, I can't let this happen. I can't just sit and watch that. And I hear so many people are also saying, why didn't the mother just remove the extensions? For me, I don't see that as extensions. They are okay, they extended, but with her own hair that she previously cut off. And the school probably knew that she used to have dreads, and apparently I hear she cut them because she had a dance that didn't want this dreadlocks. And I ask myself again, like, I don't know, why is hair supposed to be that much of a problem, honestly? If at all it's neat and it's tied neatly, even if it's just braids, a lot of schools they allow even braids, as long as you make a proper bun and don't let them dangle like that. And sometimes I kind of like think that maybe this is kind of like an oppression to a black child, so that we just come with our short hairs that they know. And I think we should dwell mostly on the fact that this husband of the principal assaulted a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old learner rather, and her mother in the process of actually trying to solve this situation. And apparently the husband is not even an employee of the school, so he was clearly there just to bully the child. Maybe the wife called. I know them, guys. I know them, like I told you yesterday, that I've had experience of that. Even though it wasn't this big, I know how this white schools can be like. I know. I have that, like, seriously. Dudu D from Twitter said this school rebranded from St. Africans Academy to Crowthorne Christian Academy. It tells me everything I need to know. She goes on to say, I'm so glad I'm not a parent because my rage would know no bounds. Like, yeah, I'm with you, Dudu, on that one. Stars at 10 said, brah, I'm so angry, been mad all day. The nerve of Hank Boysen to assault people like that and then laugh them off. What a putrid little man. And there's also someone called Kawane who actually who rated the school, who gave the school a star of 1 and said, hi Vanessa, we hope you found a better school for Justin. Unfortunately, we know we could not relax our discipline system to accommodate you. That was Crowthorne Christian Academy 8 months ago. Like, yeah, that's what they said, most probably to one parent. And then she said, if I could rate this place less than 1 star, it would probably be -100. Yeah, there's also a school that I'm itching so bad to give a 0, -0, like star, guys. There is that school. I'm like, hey, I was telling my husband, you know what, guys? I wanted to talk about the school, like, seriously. He said, please don't go that far. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, they drive me so mad, like so mad. But anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you in the next video. And if I was the owner of that school, knowing very well that I'm not registered, I would not have said. I would have at least made noise first time, and if they don't, I'll just leave them, because I know I've got a problem somewhere, But right now, look, they've closed the school. So, guys, I think it's time. It's time for us to really do something. Let's build our own schools, Let's build our own schools, basing them on the English, the English medium level, if that's what we really love.
Which then explain the section in the Code of Conduct that explains the extension.
But you need to explain it to me because you're the one who took the action, right? Your actions need to be founded on the Code of Conduct or any other document. Because this child has a right to education, similar to any other child in this school. And this child has a right to be treated fairly and equally, similar to any other child. And if you're going to discriminate against this child, you need to help me understand what that discrimination is based on. So help us understand this.
So who is the right person to speak to, Tanya?
Yes, she's the principal.
So she gave you the mandate to go and remove silent from this class. Okay.
Okay.
Let's wait for teacher chatting.